Hey, what's going on, guys? I had a friend recently send me a link to this article where apparently somebody from Screen Rant decided to list the 15 characters who are more powerful than Naruto Uzumaki. That's right, Naruto, the 7th Hokage. They're using the 7th Hokage version of Naruto Uzumaki in this article, and apparently there are 15 people who are stronger than a fucking demigod. Let that sink in. 15 people are stronger than a demigod. Let's get this shit out of the way. If you cannot tell, I have not read this article yet, though I do know from the message I got from my friend that people like Choji are on the fucking list. So I'm not expecting much, but I just figured this would be a cool idea to read this article along with you guys and in a way kind of react and debunk it all at the same time. And if anything, this would be a fun little video, but most importantly, this would be a video that shows you the type of clickbait that exists out there in the Naruto fandom, and this shit is blowing my mind. The fact that I've seen this article pop up on a few social media sites so far. So getting right into it.
What? Are you freaking kidding me?
Get the fuck out of here, yo. Rock Lee. I'm not laughing at Rock Lee. I'm laughing at Might Guy being on the list. Let's get something clear, right? Rock Lee being on the list, I could kind of see why you would choose Rock Lee, because we don't know how strong adult Rock Lee is, okay? And at the same time, we do know that Rock Lee was using the inner gates in Naruto the Last when he managed to crack half of that meteor. And to put that in perspective, Sasuke, who you can argue is just as strong as Naruto, casually blew up the other half of the meteor that Rock Lee and a team of inner gates users had to use the flying crane formation in order to do the same thing Sasuke did without even trying. So let's say adult Rock Lee's stronger, right?
What?
There's no way in hell that I could see Rock Lee, even if he used the 8 gates, being able to defeat Naruto in a battle, simply for the fact that you can make an argument that maybe Hokage Naruto, while he might not be as strong as the Ten Tails version of Madara, which again, that's debatable and I'm not here to debate that, but let's say he's somewhere around that ballpark in power, you can argue that Rock Lee couldn't defeat him. But the real thing is Might Guy. What the fuck is Might Guy gonna do against Naruto? The person who wrote this article, I'm really wondering how much research that they did, because here's the thing about Might Guy after the Naruto War. He's not crippled like a lot of people think. Yes, Guy is in a wheelchair, but in the Kakashi Hiden novel, Guy does manage to throw down with the villain that takes place in that novel, and while his movements are limited, Guy is able to fight to a certain extent. So it does make sense that maybe Guy could throw hands with Naruto, but the problem is Naruto could just kick his fucking wheelchair out the place and take his fucking crutches, and Guy's left crawling all over the damn place. So I don't see how Might Guy is able to use this. And the thing that they're saying that Guy and Rock Lee are able to use the inner gates to possibly push Naruto. I don't see that happening. I don't see either one of them being able to defeat him. So I'm gonna move on, right? And from here on, I'm actually gonna read the text, okay? Because I knew a good bit about what they're gonna say about Rock Lee, because that was in the text message I got. So that's why you saw me kind of skim over that. Now, when it comes to Orochi fucking Maru, I'm not buying this shit. So let's see what they got to say.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The true motives of Orochimaru remain in question even throughout the story of Boruto, as he is clearly still up to some shady dealings in the current storyline of the anime and manga. As such, we may see Orochimaru take up the mantle of villain once more, which may bring him into conflict with Naruto. Orochimaru has managed to cheat death on several occasions, to the point where we might have to wonder if anyone can finish the snake off for good. This point is especially important as Orochimaru might be the only living individual who can still perform the dead demon consuming seal. Okay, so I don't need to read any further. So they're trying to say that Orochimaru could use the Reaper Death Seal. For those of you who don't know, the dead demon consuming seal is the Reaper Death Seal, the same seal that Sarutobi used to seal away Orochimaru's jutsu, and the same seal that Minato used when he split part of the Kyuubi's chakra in half so he could seal the other half inside of Naruto. So there's a huge problem with this, okay? we do know that yes, when you use the Reaper Death Seal, you rip out the soul of whoever the caster is and the person they're targeting, and they go inside the belly of the Reaper Death God. That's true. The problem with that line of thinking is the fact that Orochimaru at that point in the story was a lot weaker than the current version of Naruto, and the Orochimaru that Sarutobi was using the jutsu on was able to resist and actually fight back against the effects of the Reaper Death Seal. So that leads me to believe that when you take that and then you take into the account that Naruto was able to resist an even stronger jutsu that basically does the same thing, which is Nagato's human path, where Nagato was using the human path ability to try and rip the soul out of KCM Naruto, incomplete KCM Naruto at that. And Naruto was able to resist it and even countered the jutsu by extending his arms and grabbing one of those boulders to smack Nagato around. That lets me believe that if this were to happen, Naruto will be able to fight back and probably turn the jutsu back on Orochimaru somehow. So going even further, Minato. Let me get something straight, right? Like, I don't have a problem with Minato, but the problem with Minato is, even if you give him KCM, right? Even if you give Minato KCM, I don't see him being able to defeat Naruto simply for the fact that Hokage Naruto not only has the Sage of Six Paths Chakra mode, but you can argue that he still has access to the Truth-Seeking Orbs, which that in itself provides a problem for Minato. Also, Naruto knows all 5 changes in chakra nature, as seen in the Naruto data book, as well as in the Boruto manga when he uses Earth Style against Boruto during the sparring match. And the other thing is he has the chakra of the 9-tailed beast and is able to use some of the jutsu. Now, somebody is going to bring up the same thing that this article is bringing up, which is the fact that Minato can use Flying Thunder God. The problem with that is when you go back to like volume 56, 57, somewhere around there in the manga, one of the things that happens is Raikage challenges Naruto, says, the last person who could get past me was Minato the Yellow Flash, your father, the 4th Hokage, and Naruto proceeds to speed blitz him to the point where Tsunade and Killer Beast say, like a Yellow Flash. And it's because Naruto's base speed while using KCM, incomplete KCM, was enough to get past the Raikage, which lets me believe that when you have a version of Naruto using the KCM and using the Sage of Six Paths Chakra mode, lets me believe that a Lightspeed Naruto's faster than anything Minato can do. So I'm throwing Minato out of this shit, though it could be an honorable mention if you want to stretch things. So the next person to have is Obito Uchiha. Now, Obito Uchiha is one of the main antagonists of Naruto, as he was the one pulling the strings of the Akatsuki while he secretly worked to bring Madara's insane plan to life. Okay, there's some truth to that, but at the same time, just from what I've been reading, it really feels as if the person who wrote this article just looked up the most powerful characters in Naruto and went to the Naruto wiki, and no disrespect to the wiki because the guys do a really good job over there, but feels like they went to the wiki and just copied and pasted key parts of their bio and said, here's my article. So the rest of the explanation is, one of the unexplained aspects of Obito's powers involves his Mangekyo Sharingan, as it never seemed to have diminished his eyesight through overuse, as was the case with others who possess this technique. That's not actually true. When you go back to the manga, in particular when Sakura was pumping her chakra into Obito, Obito's eyes were bleeding because he was overusing the Mangekyo. Yes, we saw him use his Kamui ability to become transparent. We've seen that, but at the same time, to say that it was never shown with him straining his abilities and potentially losing his eyesight, that's not true. And even with Kakashi, who was spamming the fuck out of Kamui, Kakashi said himself that he was feeling the effects during the war, even after getting Naruto's chakra. So that's not actually true. But going into this whole thing about Obito, the problem with using Obito is Minato was able to figure out the weakness to Kamui, at least in the sense that he knew Obito had to become transparent or tangible in order to get attacked and in order to do any attacking, and Minato realized the person who got the first hit would be the one who could take down Obito. Now, Minato using Flying Raijin and then stage 2 of the Flying Thunder God is still slower than Hokage Naruto, who is faster than Lightspeed. So when you look at that, and you look at what we have based on the manga where it's confirmed that Naruto's speed is faster than the Flying Thunder God, at least in short distances, it lets me believe that if Naruto could get one hit on Obito, the fight will be over. What the fuck is Obito gonna do against a Sage Mode powered Rasengan? It ain't happening. It ain't happening, so that's bullshit. Now, oh shit, this is, oh my god. So we got Kawaki. You have gotta be trolling. Kawaki. We have Kawaki. The reason I'm gonna just repeat that is when it comes to Kawaki, there's a few problems with this, alright? Like, the first, it's just starting with this image, alright?
Oh my god!
First reason why this writer loses credibility is this is a picture of Photoshop Kawaki, because that's a shot from Boruto the movie where Shinki, the adopted son of Gaara, is using, I believe, his magnet release, and it's the same scene, but it has Kawaki's head photoshopped onto it. Really bad Photoshop at that. So that lets me know the person doing this article said, that's the coolest picture of Kawaki. I'm gonna use that. That's bullshit. I don't like that. I really don't like that. But let's look at what he has to say. He says, one of the biggest complaints about Boruto is that it pulled a Chrono Cross and started out by erasing the happy ending that had been earned by the beloved characters of the previous series. That's true. The first chapter episode of Boruto opened up with the destruction of Konoha and suggests that Naruto's life had been taken. Boruto begins with a character named Kawaki claiming that he was going to be sending Boruto to meet the 7th Hokage and that the era of the shinobi is over before the two do battle. This suggests that Kawaki might be the one responsible for Naruto's demise if he has indeed fallen in battle. The Boruto manga might have its problems, but this introduction for Kawaki has certainly intrigued a lot of fans. His upcoming role in the story is one of the most anticipated aspects of Boruto, especially in how it relates to the possible death of Naruto. The problem with this is your entire logic is one based off of a line. And I've done videos saying, did Kawaki kill Naruto? Is Naruto dead? Should Naruto die? That type of shit. Like, I've done that. I think the Should Naruto Die video has not gone up on YouTube yet. It should by the time you guys see this video, but the potential remains I'll put something out instead. But here's the thing, right? To base the whole crux of your argument that Kawaki can defeat Naruto based on one line, and we literally know nothing about Kawaki outside of the fact that he has seals on his body and that it appears to be connected to the seals that Momoshiki gives to Boruto and Naruto Boruto the movie. We don't know anything. That's literally like me saying I believe that Tauntaun could whoop Akamaru's ass in a fight. We don't know shit about either one of those characters in battle. We know Akamaru has some battle experience, but at the same time we don't know anything about Tauntaun. So the whole thing's invalidated. That's bullshit. That's how you know this is a clickbait article. Now coming in Yo,
I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Yo. Are you fucking serious?
Oh my god!
Kabuto. They have the Ninja Mary Poppins of the Naruto verse. They have Kabuto on this list for characters who can defeat Naruto Uzumaki. Now, here's the problem, and I can see it from the bold part, right? They're saying Kabuto was able to bring back an army made up of the most powerful ninjas who had ever lived, who all kept their abilities they had in life. So they're gonna say Edo Tensei is the way Kabuto can defeat Naruto in battle. Here's the problem with that. There are a few ways around Edo Tensei. One, if you can make the caster do the seals to break the jutsu, everyone goes back to the Pure Land. The other thing is that that if you're facing an Edo ninja, if you were to seal them away, it's in the story. And if you say, well, Naruto doesn't know any of the Uzumaki seals, Naruto's gonna lose. Yeah, but he also has Shikaku, who, if I'm not mistaken, told Naruto that he can use one of his jutsu to seal away Madara, which is what Naruto's trying to do after he got the Sage's 6 Pass buff. So that lets me believe that Naruto could use some of the sealing ninjutsu that the tailed beasts have. The other thing is if you, and God knows Naruto would do this, if you can make the Edo Tensei find peace, which means Naruto could flip to verse 6, chapter 3, section 5 of the Talk No Jutsu Bible and sit their ass down and give them a nice little talking to, they'll go back to the Pure Land either by having their soul find peace, or the fact that they realize that they're an atheist when it comes to the Church of Naruto Jesus. So that lets me believe that, yeah, Kabuto's not really a problem. Yo. Yamato.
What?
Yamato. Captain Yamato.
What?
Are you freaking kidding me?
Man, fuck whoever says that's an ugly laugh. Fuck you. Yamato, okay. Let's see what they gotta say if I even dog this shit. If they say anything about the ability to suppress the Kyuubi's chakra, I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna call bullshit. Yamato's abilities introduced a major question to the story of Naruto. He was first introduced after the time skip when he was chosen to act as the temporary leader of Team 7 while Kakashi recovered from his injuries. Yamato was chosen due to his ability to suppress the chakra of the Nine-Tailed Fox in case Naruto lost control again. It was never explained why he wasn't put in charge of Naruto from the start, considering the numerous circumstances under which Naruto could have lost control. I'm gonna give you that somehow, some way, Yamato's strong enough to suppress all of the Kyuubi's chakra. Even though we know that his ability over Wood Style is not anywhere close to what Hashirama was able to do. Let's say that Yamato can not only suppress the Kyuubi's chakra, but suppress all the other Tail Beast chakra inside of Naruto, and Naruto can't go into a Sage's 6 Pass mode. Let's say that happens. Naruto still has basic Sage mode. Basic Sage mode in itself is enough to one-shot Yamato, so that's bullshit. Yamato would get a deep forest emergence shoved up his ass. I don't believe that shit. That's done. The remaining tail beasts.
What?
Maybe. And I can make an argument, a really strong argument against that. So let's see what he has to say. One of the big mysteries of Naruto that has yet to be answered in Boruto. They don't have to answer this shit in Boruto. They explained this shit in the manga. Involves the fate of the remaining tailed beasts after the end of the Ninja War. The only ones who are still accounted for are the 8 tails and 9 tails, who remain inside their respective hosts. We still aren't sure where the 7 monsters can remain hidden from the world at large, but the remaining tailed beasts seem to be staying under the radar. Okay. Here's the problem. Let me finish this real quick. Let me finish this. There's only two lines left. If anyone's gonna have a chance of taking Naruto or Killer Bee down, then taking over control of the remaining tailed beasts seems like a good start. We may also see a situation where they turn heel on their own and decide to take power for themselves. Okay, that last line, that's out of character for the tailed beast. That wouldn't happen. That's one. So right there, your whole paragraph has been invalidated, okay? The other thing is when you say someone could take over control of the tailed beast. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. Who the fuck can take over the tailed beast outside of Sasuke? Yamato can't do it. He's not as strong as the first Hokage was. The first Hokage was strong enough that he was able to keep the tailed beast on a leash like a pet. Madara's dead. Kabuto can't do it. So who's gonna do it? Who's strong enough? Who has genjutsu skill on par with Sasuke where they control the tail beast. It ain't happening. Let's say you steal the tail beast inside of potential Jinchuriki host. You have to find a Jinchuriki whose body can accept the tail beast chakra, and then you have to hope that the tail beast chakra accepts them, and then they master that ability. Not everyone becomes a perfect Jinchuriki. It doesn't happen. That's why there's so few of them in the fucking series. Invalidated. Now let's go back to the first sentence in this, okay? This is how I know the person who did this is one, either a very casual Naruto fan who just watched some of the fights, or just went to the wiki and said, oh shit, now what? I don't see anything. Go back to the final volume. After the tail beasts are released and everything, right before Sasuke puts them all in his petting zoo inside of the Chibaku Tensei and has them floating up in the air, they say, oh, well, we're gonna go and hide and we're gonna go do this, go do that. That was answered in the series that yes, the tail beasts, they're still there. Part of the chakra remains inside of Naruto. It's what the Sage of Six Paths wanted. And anytime they need to talk and communicate, they can use Naruto as a conduit in order to do so. That way, basically Naruto's got a whole bunch of different conversations going on inside of his head, or through his chakra, if you will. So that's what happened to the tail beast. It's in the fucking series. So the fact that that's even in there lets me know that this dude didn't do any fucking research beforehand, and all of his points just debunked all of them. This shit ain't possible. It's either out of character, or there's nobody who can control the tail beast to this extent. So going into number 7, now this one, if I were to make a list of the different Naruto characters who could potentially take down Naruto Uzumaki, you can bet your ass I choose Madara, because Madara, when we talk about wasted potential, right?
What?
For as great as Madara Uchiha was, we never saw him go all out, because right after Naruto and Sasuke got their huge power-ups from the Sage of Six Paths, one of the things you saw was Madara figured out the limitations of Sasuke's Rinnegan abilities. He also figured out a way to fight Naruto, because Naruto just had a buffed up version of Sage Mode. And even when Naruto was using the chakra from the different tailed beasts, Madara was still not being overwhelmed. Yes, Madara looked shocked as fuck they kicked away one of the truth-seeking orbs, but at the same time, when Madara casted the Infinite Tsukiyomi, he told Black Zetsu, hey, I'm about to quit fucking around with them, I'm about to get serious. And then the worst thing in Naruto ever happened was Black Zetsu solo Madara. So that in itself, when you look at Madara's abilities, the fact that Madara could use a wood-style dragon, combine it with the human path, and rip out Naruto's soul, is possible. It's highly possible that Madara, if he and Naruto are bloodlusted and you use the Ten Tails Jinchuriki version of Madara, it's very possible that Madara can come out on top. Though you can argue Naruto will win, but at the same time, it's a good enough debate to where you can have this discussion, because we never saw the full extent of Madara's power. So let's look at what he had to say. Madara Uchiha was being built up to be the final boss of Naruto. It got to the point where even Kishimoto didn't know how he would be defeated, with even the 8 gates not being strong enough to take down the Uchiha founder. He had both Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and the Rinnegan, which he even managed to combine, which is true. Madara absorbed the Ten Tails and became his Jinchuriki. These powers combined to make Madara practically unstoppable, and it was due to some last-minute ass pulls on Kishimoto. This is true. Madara was basically used to introduce Kaguya, so that's true. Out of all of this list, we finally have someone who you could say, yeah, they can definitely beat Naruto, because out of this whole series, I can think of 4 people who could beat Naruto in a fight, and even then, 2 of them come with question marks. So let's see what else we got here. Yo. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Datara. Datara, let's see what he has to say. Okay, let me stop. Let me read Datara's post before I get to Choji's. I'll just do both of them at the same time. Hold on. Naruto and Kakashi were able to overcome Datara during the Kazekage rescue storyline. This was due to the fact that Datara was unable to go all out against Naruto, as they still need to extract Kurama from his body. We later got to see Datara finally cut loose during his battle against Sasuke, where the full extent of his powers was revealed. Datara's microscopic bombs and his final C0 explosives required Kishimoto to dig deep into his pile of excuses in order to save Sasuke's life. This required him to use a combination of the summoning jutsu and a high-level genjutsu in the space of a few seconds before the explosion took place, which are abilities beyond that of Naruto's. Get the fuck out of here. Let me stop now. Okay, hold on. So you're making an article about characters who can defeat 7th Hokage, Naruto.
That nigga's tripping.
And you use Taka version of Sasuke. It's either Taka or Heavy, I forgot which one fought Datara. But even then, you're basically saying that a Sage of Six Paths mode Naruto is not going to be able to get out of the way of an explosion that a much weaker Sasuke was able to. Oh shit, I knew this was clickbait. And I'm calling it clickbait because so far in these character breakdowns, I'm not seeing much concrete on how these characters could defeat Naruto. And if you've been following my channel for a long time, you know I don't care for Naruto Uzumaki as a character, but even I can call bullshit when I see it. Get the fuck out of here. Naruto using Sage of Six Paths chakra mode, right? Naruto is fast enough that he dodged the light fang attack that Madara had, which puts him over light speed. So by the time Datara builds up the chakra and does the explosion, which, just to put something in perspective, the actual explosion that Datara had, when you compare it to the radius of the tail beast bombs that Naruto had to deal with during the 4th Great Ninja War, is smaller. So get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Choji.
Oh my god!
Choji's battle during the Sasuke retrieval storyline ended with him using the 3 colored pills of his clan in order to gain the upper hand on Jirobo. This resulted in him taking the chili pill, which is said to increase the user's strength 100-fold, but would take their life in the Okay. I don't need to read anymore. Hold on.
What?
So Choji, 100 times. Okay. So,
I'm out, man.
base Naruto could defeat Choji as an adult if he took the chili pill. Because here's the thing, Naruto is easily more than 100 times stronger than Choji. Period. Choji was getting his ass dicked around by the Edo Tensei ninja. Naruto's taking them shits out and taking out the heavy duty guys like the 3rd Raikage. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this. I know you didn't do any fucking research. I don't even want to get the fuck out of here. Kaguya, now. See, Madara, good. That was a good one. Okay? Madara was a good one. Kaguya is even better, okay? Now, you know, if you've been following the channel, you know I hate Kaguya. I think she ruined the Naruto series. Okay, I think Kaguya ruined the Naruto series. But at the same time, when you look at her abilities, she theoretically could beat Naruto in a fight if both of them were bloodlusty. So let's look what they have to say. The final antagonist of Naruto was Kaguya, who usurped Madara's role at the last minute in order to provide a new foe who was strong enough for everyone else to gang up on. It's difficult to quantify Kaguya's abilities because she has so many of them. Her mastery of chakra was such that she can manipulate it in ways that have never been seen before or since, which included giving her access to every nature transformation. Kaguya was given a grab bag of the best abilities in the Naruto world in order to create a threat that was dire enough to cause the members of Team 7 to put aside their differences and work together. None of the individual members would have been strong enough to deal with Kaguya alone. Now this lets me know, whoever wrote this article, Brian something, right? You did some research on this one. This was a good choice, but you lose any credibility when you talk about people who can defeat Naruto in a battle, and then right underneath Kaguya you have Danzo. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like Kaguya, you can argue, like if she teleports Naruto to that dimension that has the high gravity, while Kaguya herself had some trouble with it, she was still able to rattle off that jutsu that would have reduced Naruto to ash if he would have got hit by it. So yes, Kaguya, theoretically Kaguya could defeat Naruto. So this is possible. This is very possible. Now Danzo. This Naruto Uzumaki disrespect.
Oh my God!
And I don't even like Naruto, man. Like, this disrespect.
What are you talking about, man?
Danzo, the same Danzo who was defeated by Sasuke with a Mangekyo Sharingan, a much slower and a much weaker Sasuke, is gonna lose to Naruto as Hokage. What the fuck are they on right now, man? Okay, so looking at the bolded part, it becomes clear what they're talking about. According to Toby, Danzo wanted Senju and Uchiha DNA as a part of a plot to control Kurama. Okay, let's just assume Danzo is able to control the QB.
What?
And even if you use Shishui's Koto Matsukami, okay, that is very possible. Okay, if Danzo uses Koto Matsukami and strips away Naruto's free will and makes him think that he's acting of his own accord, that's very possible. That's very possible. I forgot that when I saw Danzo's name because I was just going off of battle strength. So yes, that's possible. Danzo, but at the same time, yeah, Naruto's so fucking quick that the moment Danzo even thought about using his Koto Matsukami, Naruto's able to sense emotions. The moment he feels something off, Naruto goes in QB chakra mode, speed blitzes this dude, GG is over with. So nah, I don't buy that. That was possible. Now Momo. Oh shit. Really, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Momoshiki.
Are you freaking kidding?
Now here's the problem with Momoshiki, right? And this is so appropriate, and I think you just put this in here because the Boruto anime is getting ready to recap the events of Naruto Boruto the movie. But the problem with Momoshiki is really simple, okay? Momoshiki is weaker than Hokage, Naruto, and Sasuke. You're like, oh, wait. Hey, you're wrong, Kryptonian. You're wrong, man. The fuck were you watching the same movie? Yeah, I was. Now, here's the thing. This is where context needs to be put in perspective, okay? When Sasuke uses his space-time ninjutsu to teleport to different dimensions, it requires a shit ton of chakra, okay? And if he overuses it, he loses his ability to use his Rinnegan, if he overuses it. Now, when you look at Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto had a lot of the QB's chakra drained from him. He had to try and recover some of his stamina. But even then, Naruto and Sasuke, and a Sasuke who not only teleported himself, which cost a lot of chakra, but he also teleported 4 of the Kages, Boruto, and the 2 guys from the Ninja Weapons Department. So he essentially teleported 7 other people and himself to the dimension that Naruto's being held in. And then he managed to match Naruto stride for stride just about. Naruto's moving a little quicker than him, but that's to be expected. But he was able to keep up with Naruto, and they low difficulty smacked Momoshiki around after he absorbed Kinshiki. So, Momoshiki can't defeat him. That's bullshit. I don't buy that one. Now, Sasuke Uchiha. Momoshiki is basically the Frieza of the Naruto verse, as he just get the fuck out of here. Now, yes, Kinshiki can split a planet in half. That is confirmed. But Momoshiki has not done enough to be able to be compared to Frieza. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Sasuke Uchiha. Now, if I were to make a list, Sasuke would be at the top of the list. And some of you guys already know, like, oh, well, you did a video saying, what if Sasuke killed Naruto? You're a Sasuke fanboy. You make all these Uchiha videos. Yeah. But Sasuke, when you look at it, and you take away plot, Sasuke theoretically could beat Naruto, but at the same time, Naruto's at an advantage now because Sasuke can't use one of his arms, though he could use the Rinnegan ability. I think it's the one that lets him use the weapons, so he could replace that arm if he wanted to. So that is possible. Sasuke has all 6 of the Sage's 6 paths abilities as far as with the Rinnegan, so he has the human path, the Deva path, all that stuff, Chibaku Tensei. He has access to all those abilities, so theoretically, yes, Sasuke, if he's fully mastered the Rinnegan like I would think he has, given it's been 15 years since the war, so given all that information, Sasuke wouldn't be at the disadvantage he was like when he fought Naruto, because if you go back to the chapter when they did the Chidori versus Rasengan clash at the final valley before they blew up each of their arms, Kurama tells Naruto that Sasuke's Rinnegan's still new and he hasn't learned yet how to absorb chakra and attack at the same time. You can bet your you can bet your ass that Sasuke as an adult can probably do so. So Sasuke stands a chance. Let's look at what they have to say. It became obvious early on during the story of Naruto that the series would conclude with a battle between Naruto and Sasuke. The only question was what form the battle would take, as the duo would switch between being allies and enemies throughout the story. That's true. Sasuke Uchiha gained new powers at the same rate as Naruto throughout the story, to the point where it became an arms race of ninja nonsense, with the ultimate goal of being able to see who had the most ridiculous abilities. It's hard to tell who won, as far as Naruto's Fox Sage abilities were matched by Sasuke with the Char Rinnegan, as they grew more visually impressive and bombastic over time. Yeah, true. Sasuke likely has upper hands in terms of combat ability as of the Boruto era, due to the fact that he remained in active duty while Naruto was forced to settle down and deal with the administrative aspects of being the Hokage. Sasuke is still a shinobi while Naruto had to become the world's most popular office worker. Yes, now that finally we get some actual concrete stuff. Yes, you could definitely do that, and this is the other thing. When you go back to the Boruto data books, you can look at that and say, yes, Sasuke could probably take Naruto in a fight due to the fact that he isn't as rusty and he's continued to master his powers. Whereas Naruto, when you go back to Naruto Gaiden, which was drawn by Kishimoto, Naruto's definitely gotten rusty, but at the same time, if a bloodbath were to break out and the two of them were to fight, that fight could go either way, though. You could say Sasuke would have an edge, but most of the article, when you go back to the characters, most of this article either uses headcanon or it severely downplays Naruto's abilities. I'm still gonna call this clickbait, simply for the fact that when you look at the list, it doesn't have as much research put in this as possible. 15 characters who can defeat Naruto, that is a stretch. Maybe 5. And the reason I say maybe 5 is if you throw Hashirama in there, you would have Kaguya, you have Naruto, not Naruto, you have Kaguya, you would have Madara, you would have Sasuke, and you would have Hashirama. So that would be 4. But 15, there's no way in hell. Maybe Himawari if you consider the gag moment, but even then that's a gag moment. So my question to you guys, right? Out of all these characters who's on the list, who is the biggest reach as far as being able to stop Naruto in a battle? And who do you think outside of Sasuke is the most likely to defeat Naruto in a battle? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day.